Same time. Hi! Give me a second to find the video. We are going to talk kind of Atlantis and how things have led up to where we are now. Hopefully my music isn't too loud. I'm like... Alright, it's not bad. Give me a second. There's no share option. Cool. I want to talk about a little bit, I'm kind of all over the place, but this would be a series of things that, I'm interested in that I was downloading on the other night, and things that I get shown in my everyday journey, and I usually try to get on video and talk about the things I'm going through in my ascension in my life, because I'm hoping that it can help people, because, once you're tapping into higher levels of consciousness, we are realizing we're all one on very deep levels. So I've always just tried to get on video and talk about whatever I'm experiencing in the hopes that it will help people going through similar things. Hi, there's no share button. I'm perplexed for a minute. I'm like, where is my share option I usually see? Alright, I don't see it. Hold on one sec. It's not letting me share it. Hang on. Alright, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about humanity and this awakening process. I don't know how your journey was on this planet, but I went through, several layers of lucidity, and it's like, bam, you suddenly have this spiritual awakening, or, whatever has happened in your life that has brought you back to the spiritual. And, when I'm going through my third dimension, hold on, let me turn the music down a notch. Alright, so you go through this experience and you have this spiritual awakening part of the process, right? And it's so crazy because we're talking about this paradigm, and I almost feel like a lot of the spiritual isn't for me because of the things that, we are supposed to be working on our vibration, but people have really deluded themselves around me where they're like, yeah, we've ascended, and I'm looking at the state of the planet, and I'm like, well, no, because things are going to have to change collectively to do this. So I want to put things into perspective. That, even before Atlantis and Egypt, we were made in the most divine of ways. We have this connection with our Creator. We're meant to be aspects of that Creator here. And we're meant to be creating our own, universes, realities, things on that level. And, a long time ago, these places were very tuned into their divinity. We can look at Egypt as, an attempt to rebuild these divine places and structures where the pharaohs lived as gods and gods lived among humans in a lot of senses. And we've been cut off in so many ways from the spiritual, where when we go through this, I call it the American dream paradigm the elite have built for us. This structure, it's almost like we can look at it like we're the lab rats and the mice in the little container with their prison planet program they have up and running. And we're trying to have this spiritual awakening and figure out how we can get back to that godlike state, our divine essence, our birthright as these co-creators. And, I'm looking back at these places that were so amazing and beautiful and like, well, how did we get here? I think the answer is clear to me. The global elite, call it what you want. There has been an entire infrastructure that has been manipulated and built on this planet. I like to call it prison planet, where before you even realize what's happened, you were sold into slavery the second you were born, not just with your birth certificate, but with this entire paradigm. I say I feel bad for these children. They don't even realize that they're going to spend their entire adult lives working like slaves for this exchange of money that keeps, feeding these machines energetically with our energy. And I know a lot of people are doing this spiritual path, but a lot of them are still finding that you're still in this same paradigm, and it's a very real problem to me. A paradigm where they're poisoning humanity and trying to, pump out health care and these medications and, dumb down humanity even more, where they're dumping carcinogens and fluoride in our water, trying to keep us cut off from the divinity, trying to keep us trapped in a loop in the material on so many levels. This is slavery at its finest. And I know we're doing this spiritual path, and we have the global elite are not concerned with what they're doing to the planet. They're destroying the planet. They're like, oh, it's global warming. It's you guys are trashing the planet, blowing up countries. That we are one, as I keep saying. So when you're bombing Syria and destroying nature and everything like that, it's going to affect all of us on so many levels. And people aren't realizing that. But I will say that I am a starseed, and we have all eyes on this planet right now. I know a lot of you guys resonate with being light workers, people sent to assist in some type of way. And I know the global elite are not concerned other than getting the hella cash they need to keep their, I say, a house of cards Ponzi scheme up and running without anyone noticing. Things are going very wrong on this planet. But I will tell you that galactically all eyes are on Earth right now. What is happening with this transition and this spiritual ascension, and there's a lot of light workers that are not doing what they should. We had this window to be healing ourselves, getting on our missions, working on ourselves, and you guys are noticing that this is our week of rest, and we're getting hammered with solar flares. So I hope people are ready energetically for what's coming, because this planet's on fucking fire and no one is noticing. Yeah, if it's not the Kardashians or what they're doing in their lives, you're noticing these people are not waking up around us. I know you guys have been trying to wake up family members, friends. The entire world is not noticing that anything is changing. The planet's getting destroyed. If we continued on like this, we would watch this planet really just self-destruct on so many levels, and people are not noticing. It's this fade, this fog that they're in. And, you know, this being asleep, they put us to sleep through their programming and indoctrination. And you're noticing it's really hard to reach through people in that fog and that programming that's really been done to us. So we have this disconnect. How do we get back to living godlike existences in these beautiful places like Lemuria and Atlantis and Egypt, or wherever your soul, you know, used to live in the past? I think it's clear that we're not going to do it with that prison planet paradigm still in place. Something is going to seriously happen to change all of this. Everything that we know as the third dimension kind of has to go on so many levels. It's not serving humanity that we're working in such a way just for our basic needs, and how much we're working to do this stuff at all. It was never our design to be slaves for the elite on so many levels, and it's like the biggest mind fuck too, because then you're working all the time and you're handing your children over to be raised through these education systems like we were, and indoctrinated in such a way that, you know, they're being prepared as slaves too on so many levels. And this is our obstacle right now. And I know everyone's like, oh, you know, I'll raise my frequency and ignore everything wrong with the world. That's never been my take on it, that we have so many light workers on this planet not even sure how to do all this. I know everyone thinks they are, right? Not even sure. So many awake light workers assembled, ready to make a change, and not even sure how to do this. So this is a time where we are to go through a huge transition. We're talking solar flares. I've been talking about how since the first of this year, the energy has changed drastically. We were on a timetable to be anchored into fifth dimensional frequencies permanently by 2020. This might be a problem since we still have many dimensions such as the third, fourth, and fifth kind of in progress around here. And what is happening is the third is collapsing into the fourth and becoming it. The fourth is collapsing into the fifth and becoming that, but we still have this info structure about us. And, you know, there's going to be an event, something that will happen, that will transpire to push us out of this old template when it comes to the Earth's programming as well. This is no longer serving the planet, we can see, right? It's no longer in spiritual alignment with the Earth. What is happening with these systems? And, you know, I'm always talking about, just like I said, these cycles are changing. And we're getting hit with so much solar energy on our week to rest. Everyone's like, oh my God, the storm all over Facebook. This is our week to rest. We have 2 more days in this rest period. And then we're going to go into a major storm. We have a full moon in Scorpio this weekend, but we have 2 huge astrological transits this week. We have, you know, we're shifting, Venus is going to its homeland of Taurus, and we have a lot at play with Cancer. You can expect that maybe humanity is going to get real emotional this week, level 500, you know, on so many levels. And then as soon as this full moon ends, we get nailed with some more solar energy. And we don't even really know what's happening with this energy and the sun scientifically. You think NASA's going to tell us? You think that these government agencies are really going to tell us what's happening with this planet? But a lot of the people that are energetically tuned in can tell. This energy is picking up intensity. The sun is nothing more in my eyes than some type of filter where these galactic energies and these ascension energies are coming through to us. So people are like, oh my God, a lot of solar flares. I'm sure it is setting off solar flares, but it's also a lot of galactic energy that is hitting the planet. And what is going to happen is we're going to have some type of solar flash that even the people that are asleep on this planet won't be able to ignore. How you energetically are able to process that energy is going to depend on where you are in your ascension process. So the people that are asleep, not detoxing, have done zero inner work, that could kill you. Well, you can look at this solar energy as causing cancer, bringing out illnesses. And why is everyone sick in this paradigm, in this prison planet reality? Everyone's sick because we have become spiritually sick on a global level. You see illness everywhere. Any type of illness is spiritually based. When you connect us off from our multidimensional essence, it will make you become sick when you're taking in those low frequencies and low energies all of the time. And a lot of it has to do with our mental programming too. People are making themselves sick, not understanding, not trying to. Hi, good morning. Yes, so it's very important. The world is on fucking fire. No one's noticing. I'm hoping you are. This is time to work on yourself. We are running out of time with this ascension, and we have more inner work and healing to do around here. Clearly, right? I think people need to take accountability. I had a lot of drama around me. I'll just put it out there too. I see a lot of people going around and trying to push blame on other people. Victim mentality, so 3D. Just take accountability for your lessons, myself included, right? We're all learning together. We're doing our best. More accountability, less 3D programming, and trying to like push blame and things like that. Seriously, there's a lot of people learning collectively right now. There are things happening to our timelines too. For my life, I'm just entering, a new level of where I'm going. I made some serious, huge shifts in my own life, and not everyone's coming with me to the next level I'm on to. So it's become apparent for me, let people come and go. When we can't do that, we become toxic to people. Let people flow around. The universe is always flowing people around, energy around, situations around. Hi, Trisha. More detoxing, more inner truth. There's a lot of this stuff with the spiritual. I mean, it's really good we're getting spiritual information out there. But as that happens, there's a lot of distortions being put out, too, in terms of, ascension, what's going to happen, what's going on. So use your intuition with anything, the things guiding you around here. Really tune into your own internal compass. I figured you guys are up. It's real early to do videos today, right? It's so early here. I don't even know what time it is. I was trying to delay. It's like 11:20 here, and I did a real good shamanic cleansing on our house and purifying to go later, but I said everyone's probably awake. I was up all night too, right? I keep waking up because we're getting, and this is universal time, because I know I'm on a different time zone in the United Kingdom than a lot of you guys. It doesn't matter where you live globally. When you're sleeping, you're getting nailed with so much ascension energy. That's the amazing thing about ascension. It's very personalized, right? So I know a lot of you guys, it's middle of the night for you guys, and you're getting nailed with energy on so many levels. You're probably waking up more. This week is really going to affect our dream state, even though, it feels like we're in this crazy energy storm. We're supposed to be having our week of rest. Yeah, the next couple days. We're supposed to be catching up on rest. Make sure that you guys are doing some spring cleaning. Make sure your house's energy is on point too. We're making huge collective shifts this week. I said that I already just made mine, and then I come back to help the collective. So we're getting ready to make some good shifts. These are positive things. I know people see me making lifestyle changes and it must be bad or negative. The shifts that we're going through are positive. They're for our highest good. They are for our ascension and what our soul needs to kind of let go. No sleep. Try to rest more. We've been taking naps here. No sleep at night. Perfect. I took a nap yesterday. Right? We're doing recharging over here. So try to recharge more the next 2 days if you can, even if you aren't sleeping at night, fit a nap in. Because we are not going to sleep for real. You think you're not sleeping now. Next weekend when the new full moon comes on top of that energy. So I try to flow with the energy cycles. We need to focus on our relationships the rest of this month and manifesting. It's what we're here to learn how to do, create a new world. So we need to get really good at manifesting and using energy to materialize things. I have a lot of big goals and visions, so how I manifest is I'm going to be sitting around talking about the things I want to do or go do, places I want to go to. and I sit around daydreaming about it all the time. We're talking about India over here, so I've been like, for the past 24 hours just talking about it all the time. I ordered a book on it, right? Putting it into my reality. So be careful that you're only bringing things into your reality through your words and through your thoughts that you want to see manifest into the physical. So we need to get back on track after kind of getting knocked over energetically with our thoughts and what we're manifesting on so many levels. Try to put out better vibes for the things you want to do and experience. I'm already cleaning for the full moon this weekend. We have a big week here though too. So, you know, I'm doing my Monday through Friday workflow. We have a big week here too with things we're doing. So I'm getting ready for my week. I did a lot of cleaning. Try to declutter your houses though. Try to get rid of junk you're not using. Some spring cleaning. I'm manifesting. This is a really good time to focus on your heart chakra too. So with this energy, right, we're focusing on love and relationships. And there's been a lot going on that's been blocking us from divine love, mostly programming. I want to talk triggers too, but I'll probably wait and do that in Awakening to Ascension, because, you know, these triggers are unhealed areas. And a lot of those triggers are the things that are blocking us from love, but I'll save that for another video. I think it's very important that we're just focusing on our divine essence and getting back to these states of consciousness. You know, the goal is to, you know, have our own frequency at such a level that we can tune into those abilities we had during Atlantean times or past times that were at much higher frequencies. So it's really important that we're just continuing to do this work, avoiding any drama and negativity. A lot of times that drama and negativity, it's not meant to be a bad thing and people shouldn't be feeding into it. It's meant to be moving us along on our journeys and our paths and things like that. So avoid things that are lowering your frequency, whether it's low vibe people like family members, people not doing this inner work, drama, you know, other people, you know, whatever, projecting on you, right? Make sure that you guys are putting a lot of time into spending time alone. We're always putting energy out everywhere. Like everything we're focusing on, doesn't matter if we're like in the matrix or I'm talking to you, I'm sending my energy outward, right? So when we spend time alone and we meditate and we recharge, we're putting the focus and our own energy back on ourselves, which is something we need to learn how to master, because when we're going through the matrix in 3D, we're always, you know, sending our energy out everywhere to things we don't like, right? Focusing on things we don't like, negativity, just everywhere. And once you're doing this ascension, we need to really learn how to put that energetic focus inward and to be sending ourselves Reiki and this divine energy too on our journey. So really, I would be working on your heart chakra. Hi Bethany, your heart chakra this week. Love and manifesting. We're about to get nailed on new levels energetically with this planet. I've been gearing up for it. I've been getting ready, and it's something that's needed because I've been trying to get loud on video. I'm trying to get loud, like to reach people, right? I'm trying to get loud on video and reach through to a lot of people, and it's not working. I don't know that words are going to enlighten people, but the energy for sure will. If we keep getting blasted with galactic energy, and I know a lot of people aren't used to this energy, because if you're on low frequencies, it'll make you feel very uncomfortable. It can give you anxiety, you know, headaches, not feeling good symptoms. But if you have your vibration real high, it should feel amazing. You should be flowing with it. I'm ready to use it to manifest and get things done with my work, because I've been kind of trying to repair and rebuild my mission after the train wreck that just ran through it. All right, please remember your divinity, your spiritual essence. We need to get back to these past places. It's why you should be starting to get a recollection of them, a feeling maybe led to this space. I have this Atlantis group, and I'm going to turn the dream school. I'll be doing that tomorrow into, Lemurian/dream space. So, if your soul is wanting to learn more about these past places, having recollection of having been there, maybe just having a feeling that you were there. You're definitely in these spaces for a reason. It's where we're trying to get back to through this ascension frequency-wise on this planet. There's been many times where, there's been galactic assistance on this planet to try to create a new paradigm, a new earth. It's happened many times before successfully, and we're going to do it again. So there's a lot of souls here now that are from different places dimensionally, and different, all sorts of backgrounds that are once again coming back together that haven't attempted this since, those type of times, that are coming together now to create this energy shift that humanity really needs at this time. All right, stay extra high vibe this storm. You might want to turn inward. You might want to do manifesting grids and manifesting lists still.